What's going on, guys? Chaz with Homegrown How To. In this one, we're going to be installing this new floor-mounted retractable garden hose reel by Giraffe tools. Let's get into this thing and check this bad boy out. Super hyped on this. But first off, let's go over everything in the box. You've got some stakes if you wanted to mount this just to the grass or to your garden beds. You've got a leader hose, this little clip to hold the end of the hose. We'll show you that. It comes with a really nice sprayer attachment. You get some mounting bolts if you decided to wanted to put this into some concrete, and the housing unit itself that's got the hose already in it. Now this is the 1/2 inch hose. They also do have a 5/8, I believe, but this is the 1/2 inch hose. This is about 82 feet of hose. This is going to be plenty of hose to cover my yard, so pretty stoked on this. Let's get into it. All right, so cool thing about this hose is it is 360-degree swivel. Now you've probably seen a lot of those other garden hose reels that you have to mount to the house or to a wooden post or something. Those ones will swivel about 180 degrees is all. This one, 360 degrees. This thing's dope. You've also got this little access panel, which is always beneficial on a hose reel in my opinion, so that if it happens to bind up or anything, you can get in there and fix it. You've also got a little handle, so if you need to carry this thing around. Nice little mounting bracket. Now let's go ahead and install this thing. So you've got two different ways to install this. You can use these stakes. These stakes are massive. It's definitely longer than my forearm, so huge stakes. You can stake those right into the ground. Or what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be installing this on a concrete block. I'm going to go get that. This is a 16 by 16 concrete block. Just picked it up at my local Home Depot. I'm just going to install it on here because I'm afraid of commitment. I don't want to put this somewhere and drill some holes into my cement. So I'm going to put it here. This should be plenty of weight to keep this thing nice and stable. We'll see. So just go ahead and center her up on your block here. Now that she's nice and centered on the concrete block, I've got this little pencil here just to make some marks for drilling out the holes. And then like I said, it does come with some mounting hardware. These bolts are a little bit longer than what I wanted. So what I'm going to be doing is I've actually got these little concrete anchor wedges that I already had. I'm just going to be using these. They have a little bolt and a washer on them. So I'll just use these and install it that way. Now if you did want to use the included hardware, which you probably will, I would just get 2 of those blocks and just stack them. Then I'm going to take a concrete bit here. I've marked it out so I don't drill all the way through the brick here. I drilled out all 4 of those holes, and now I'm going to put the washers on. I've got the hose reel mounted to the bolts here, and then I've got these little nuts for mine here. All right, now I'm going to do a little pull test here. Just make sure that concrete block's not going to tip over with the hose reel mounted. So let's check it out. It retracts really easily, locks in place really easily. Now I'm going to give her a 360-degree test here as well. I think solid. I like it. Now for a retract test, give it a nice little pull and it'll retract. Ooh, that is butter. That is smooth, y'all. Now that it is all installed to my concrete block, I'm gonna go ahead, put it in the desired spot, and we will check out the water pressure, show you the spray nozzle, and test it out a little bit more. Let's take this traditional hose off. Now, one thing that is nice about this retractable hose reel is I don't have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this kinking. I don't have to deal with this kinking. I don't have to deal with this getting tangled up. Kids are pulling the hoses out all the time, playing in the sandbox with the hose, and I swear winding up the hoses takes more time than I like. So it's a pain in the butt. I hate rolling up hoses, especially these polymaterial ones that just kind of have a memory to them. I can't stand these hoses, guys. So this Giraffe hose reel is gonna be such a time saver. I don't have to roll up any more hoses in my backyard. Super stoked. Don't smash the finger. Smashed my finger yesterday picking up this damn concrete block at Home Depot. Can't bend it all the way, kind of hurts still. Sweet. All right, so this is a leader hose. Now this is a pretty long leader hose. I'd say it's pretty close to 6 feet long. That is my reach, and it's just shorter than that. So taking your leader hose, once you've got your reel in the place you want it, just go ahead and screw on your leader to your hose reel here, and take your other end and attach that to your spigot. All right. Now about the sprayer, I really like this sprayer. It's really nice, ergonomic. I love sprayers that have this toggle rather than a pull toggle. So that's a bonus as well. Turn on the water, make sure we got no leakage anywhere. Success. And then you've got this little bracket that's going to just mount right into place just like that. You just push it in and just let it hang over just like that. So pretty cool. So I'll take my hose here, pull her out. So I come out here almost every single night or morning and water, just kind of hand water some of these plants. I don't have any irrigation over here, so I like to come hand water all these. I'm going to retract this all the way out to my vegetable garden out here. So far, so good. I really like this sprayer too. The hose is awesome. The hose is really high quality. It's an anti-kink hose. I mean, if you force it, it'll kink, but then it just pops right back out so that that doesn't tangle or kink. Now, I've used a few different hose reels in the past, and the hose reels that I've used in the past, they still hold some memory of the hose from when it's wound up in the reel. So basically what happens is when you pull it out, the hose is going to be like kind of all like, is going to be all like snake-like. This is honestly the first time I pulled this hose out all the way, and you can see zero memory, so that is huge. So now I just want to go over some of the nozzle functions here. You've got the flat nozzle, you've got the soaker, you've got the cone, you've got a rinse, which is basically just like a jet, a good little shower, a little delicate shower there, a vertical, which is basically just a fan but vertical, an angle, a center, which is basically like a powerful soaker, a mist function, and then back to flat. This thing's really easy to toggle on and off with your thumb. All you need is just one hand. Again, really ergonomic, really powerful. Honestly, I don't notice any difference in water pressure with this thing. In fact, it feels like it's actually more powerful than my other hoses. So this thing is sweet, guys. All right, now let's check the retractability on this thing. Give her a nice little tug, and then that's going to retract automatically. Now this one's not a crazy powerful retract, so it's not going to pull you. I've used some hose reels in the past that will pull you. This one, you just kind of guide it right in money. First retract, really simple, really smooth, retracts like butter. I can just take this, set it right on that little bracket there, right out of the way. Small, compact. I'm not gonna have to deal with this or this anymore. So if you're in the market for a ground mounted retractable hose reel, I highly recommend checking out this one by Giraffe Tools. This thing is money. I love it. Probably one of my favorite. Right now, I think it's my favorite hose reel that I've got. So this thing's pretty cool. It's perfect for my backyard. 82 feet, baby. Let's go. So earlier you saw me pull the hose over to that corner. Now I'm gonna pull it over to this corner here. Money. Let's give her a tug and let's walk her back in. This thing is freaking awesome, guys. And you can see it's also got this little guide in there that's going to guide the hose so that that also doesn't bind up at all when you reel it up. So this thing is freaking sweet. I get to cover my entire yard with ease with this retractable ground mounted garden hose reel by Giraffe Tools. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.